Jupiter's moons? The next frontier? Seriously? It sounds like something out of a sci-fi novel, but scientists and space enthusiasts are seriously considering it. So, you think colonizing Mars is a long shot? Try Jupiter's moons. Mars seems like a walk in the park compared to the challenges we'd face on these distant, icy worlds. Yeah, those icy, volcanic, radiation-blasted balls of rock and gas. They're not exactly the most welcoming places in the solar system. Apparently they're the next big thing in real estate. Imagine owning a piece of land on a moon millions of miles away from Earth. Forget beachfront property, we're talking Jovian moonscape now. The idea of building homes and communities on these moons is both thrilling and terrifying. Don't get me wrong, space exploration is cool and all, but Jupiter's moons? The challenges are immense, from extreme temperatures to deadly radiation. It's like saying, let's build a resort in a hurricane next to an active volcano, and oh yeah, there might be aliens. The conditions are harsh and unpredictable, but hey, who am I to judge? The human spirit is all about exploration and pushing boundaries after all. Let's dive in. We're focusing on the Fantastic Four of Jupiter's moons: Callisto, Ganymede, Europa, and Io. Each of these moons presents unique opportunities and challenges. Each one is unique, like snowflakes. Callisto is heavily cratered, Ganymede is the largest moon in the solar system, Europa has a subsurface ocean, and Io is the most volcanically active body in the solar system. Except these snowflakes can kill you with radiation, tidal forces, or just plain old freezing temperatures. The environment is as deadly as it is fascinating. Buckle up, folks, it's going to be a bumpy ride. The journey to understanding and possibly colonizing these moons is just beginning, and it promises to be an adventure like no other. First up, Callisto. This moon is the most heavily cratered object in our solar system. Talk about a rough life. It's also tidally locked to Jupiter, meaning one side always faces the gas giant. Think of it like being stuck in traffic on the side with the accident. Forever. The good news? Callisto is the furthest from Jupiter's intense radiation belts. That's like finding shade in a desert. Every little bit helps, right? But don't get too excited. The average temperature is about minus 298 degrees Fahrenheit. Pack a sweater or two or 1,000. So, how do you build a house on a giant frozen cratered rock? Carefully. We're talking about habitats that can withstand the cold, the radiation, because even a little is still bad. The first step is choosing the right location, one that offers some natural protection from the elements. This often means finding a crater or a cave that can serve as a natural shield. Once the location is chosen, the construction begins with materials that can endure extreme temperatures and provide insulation, and the occasional meteoroid impact. Think underground bunkers reinforced with whatever we can find on this cosmic ice ball. These structures need to be airtight to keep the precious atmosphere inside and the harsh environment outside. Engineers and scientists work together to design habitats that can be both functional and comfortable, ensuring that the inhabitants can live and work efficiently.
Imagine digging tunnels, setting up hydroponics, because who needs sunlight when you have LEDs? These hydroponic systems are crucial for growing food and maintaining a sustainable life support system. The plants not only provide nourishment, but also help recycle the air, making the habitat more self-sufficient. And maybe, just maybe, finding a way to create some artificial gravity. It'll be like living in a space-age submarine, except instead of exploring the ocean depths, you'll be surrounded by, well, more ice and rocks. The challenges are immense, but so are the rewards. Living on a frozen moon could teach us invaluable lessons about survival and innovation, pushing the boundaries of what humanity can achieve.
Next, we have Ganymede, the biggest moon in our solar system. This celestial giant even has its own magnetic field, which is more than I can say for some planets I know, looking at you, Mars. But the real kicker? Scientists think there might be a giant saltwater ocean hiding beneath Ganymede's icy shell.
Now, I know what you're thinking. Oceanfront property on Ganymede? Sign me up. Not so fast. This ocean is buried under miles of ice. It's like finding a swimming pool at the bottom of the Grand Canyon. Exciting? Sure. Easy to access? Not so much.
Section 5, Ganymede's floating homes. Surfing's never been so out there. So how do you live on a moon with a hidden ocean? Ganymede, one of Jupiter's largest moons, presents a unique challenge for habitation. With its thick ice crust and a vast ocean hidden beneath, traditional living methods just won't cut it.
You get creative. Engineers and architects have to think outside the box, or rather outside the planet. They are coming up with innovative designs that could make living on Ganymede not just possible, but comfortable and sustainable.
We're talking about floating habitats, anchored to the ice sheet above. These habitats would be designed to withstand the harsh conditions and provide a stable living environment for future residents.
Imagine underwater cities, powered by geothermal vents. Ganymede has those too. These vents could provide a reliable source of energy, making it possible to sustain life in such an extreme environment.
And maybe even some bioluminescent plants for a little ambiance. These glowing plants could not only light up the underwater cities, but also contribute to the ecosystem by providing oxygen and filtering the water. Of course, building a floating city under miles of ice on a moon orbiting Jupiter comes with its own set of challenges. The engineering feats required are monumental, involving advanced materials and cutting-edge technology.
But hey, at least you wouldn't have to mow the lawn. With no grass to worry about, you can focus on more important things, like exploring the hidden ocean or studying the unique geology of Ganymede.
Just watch out for those giant, pressure-loving squid monsters. These creatures, adapted to the extreme pressures of the deep ocean, could be both fascinating and terrifying to encounter. You know, the ones that are probably down there. Exploring Ganymede's ocean could reveal a whole new world of alien life forms, making it one of the most exciting frontiers in space exploration. Now, for the main event, Europa. This icy moon is the darling of astrobiologists everywhere. Why? Because Europa is home to a vast, salty, potentially life-supporting ocean. And unlike Ganymede, Europa's ocean is thought to be relatively close to the surface.
But there's a catch, because of course there's a catch. Europa is caught in a gravitational tug-of-war with Jupiter and its other moons. This creates tidal forces that heat up Europa's interior, causing volcanic activity and, you guessed it, more radiation.
Living on Europa means going subglacial. We're talking about building habitats beneath the ice, powered by geothermal vents or maybe even those handy-dandy tidal forces. Imagine exploring alien underwater ecosystems, encountering creatures that glow in the dark, and maybe even finding evidence of microbial life.
Of course, building a habitat under the ice on a radioactive moon with giant squid monsters, probably, comes with its own unique set of challenges, but hey, at least the commute to work would be short. Just hop in your submersible and avoid the giant pressure-loving squid monsters. Did I mention those?
And finally, we have Io, the most volcanically active body in our solar system. This moon is covered in volcanoes that spew lava fountains and plumes of sulfur dioxide. Imagine a pizza that's constantly being covered in hot sauce and then set on fire. Yeah, that's Io.
Io is basically uninhabitable, even by our standards. It's like trying to live inside a volcano. Not recommended, but hey, at least you wouldn't have to worry about finding a lighter.
So there you have it. The challenges of living on Jupiter's moons. It's cold, it's radioactive, it's volcanically active, and did I mention the giant squid monsters? It's enough to make you want to stay home and order pizza.
But that's the thing about humanity, isn't it? We're curious. We explore. We push the boundaries of what's possible, even when it's dangerous, difficult, and maybe even a little bit crazy.
And who knows? Maybe one day we'll be living on Jupiter's moons, eating space pizza and sharing our neighborhood with giant squid monsters. Just don't ask me to visit.